I'm obsessed with my backyard fire pit, and let me show you how you can make yours. You can customize this as much as you want, but this in total costed me under $800. In my space, I had a bunch of wood chips, so I had to remove those and then stick a pole in the center of the ground. I wanted this 16 feet in diameter, so I took a string and measured out 8 feet, and we walked around the pole with a string tied to both ends. Once we had that all measured out, we had to cut some grass out, so we grabbed some shovels and got to work. We also dug down a little bit deeper to try and get nice and level ground. Make this as deep as you want, especially if you're layering up your bricks, and then we used that tarp, laid it out to help weeds not grow up. Then I got a ton of these bricks delivered from Home Depot, and I started laying them out. This is something that's great to also look on Facebook Marketplace for free or cheaper. Once my first 2 rows were laid out, this is what it looked like all around, and the huge piles of dirt you can see, there's a lot of dirt removal. So just get ready for that. Then I'm just grabbing my construction adhesive and applying this to the bricks and sticking down that second row onto the first row. I bought about 2 or 3 of these because you do go through them pretty quick, and you need them for the third row if you decide to do 3 rows of bricks. Again, this is where you can really customize it. If you don't want 3 rows of bricks, don't do 3 rows. If you don't want any bricks, don't do any bricks. The third row on just as a visual. Then I ordered pea gravel from a local place. This is so much cheaper than buying from like bags. I got 1 cubic yard of that, and that was perfect, exactly what I needed. As you can see, I also laid down the fire ring in the middle, and I cut out the tarp underneath that. Next, I grabbed my post hole digger and started getting to work with that. You do want to check your power lines, make sure that you're not like hitting anything. I was really only able to get about a foot deep before it got really difficult, so I had these 8-foot posts, I put them in. And then I just got a flexible planter and I cut a hole in the bottom and put that over top of the post, and then we concreted up halfway through that. Make sure that when you're concreting, you're holding up a level to the post to make sure it stays level the entire time. I got this concrete stain from Home Depot also, and I got it in the color black, and it's been holding up really great because it's already been 2 years and it still looks just as amazing. I had my dad and husband hold up those top 2 planks and secure those in. Meanwhile, I was putting a hole in the planter to drain it of any water. Once those 2 planks were secured on, which we did 4 screws on each side of each board, I started doing the pergola top, and I love this. Again, you do not have to do this, but that's just what I really liked. I used an L-shaped bracket to screw 1 screw into the plank and 1 screw into the pergola top. For the fire pit, I had some leftover red crushed granite rock, and I threw that in there. And then for the bricks, I got these actually left over from my mom. She wasn't using them anymore, so I took them. Again, check Facebook Marketplace for these. And then again, I kind of layered them out so I knew how they would fit perfectly, and then I glued them all down, and I also decided to spray paint the inside of it black. I did use retaining wall caps along the top row of all the bricks to give it just like a really nice finish. We only needed to cut 6 of them, and we kind of finessed the rest into place. We just used a diamond blade to cut them. Here's just a reminder of what it looked like in the beginning. It's come such a long way. It's beautiful. And if you want to watch movies on this, all you have to do is get eyelet screws, put one at the top and bottom of each post, and then use carabiners to hook that up. I also have a very detailed blog post. It has links and pictures, and it's in my bio.